Welcome back to the channel, collectors and coin enthusiasts. Today, we dive deep into one of the most fascinating stories in modern American numismatics, the 1994 PUSA $quarter coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of currency that has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide due to its extraordinary value, with some examples reaching a staggering $22 million in estimated worth. And if you're excited about this journey into the world of rare coins, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more incredible stories like this. The 1994 P quarter is not just any coin. Its significance comes from a combination of factors, including mint errors, misstrikes, limited circulation varieties, and subtle design anomalies that make certain examples extraordinarily rare and valuable. To fully understand why this particular quarter is worth millions, we need to look back at the United States mint practices in the early 1990s, a period marked by high production volumes for circulation coins but also by occasional quality control lapses that created unintentional rarities. The obverse of the 1994 P quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan, yet some coins from this year exhibit unexpected features such as double dies, repunched mint marks, and die cracks that caught the eye of meticulous collectors. A double die occurs when the coin design is accidentally impressed twice in slightly different positions, creating a visible doubling of letters, numbers, or other design elements, and the 1994 P quarter has certain specimens where this effect is so pronounced that it becomes a key identifier for high-value examples. In addition, some quarters were struck on planchets that were slightly off-center or had improper alloy composition, leading to visually unique coins that are immediately recognizable to seasoned numismatists. Beyond the physical errors, the rarity factor is amplified by production numbers. Only a small subset of 1994 P quarters show these anomalies, making them extraordinarily scarce relative to the millions of standard quarters minted that year. Another factor contributing to the quarter's extraordinary valuation is provenance. Coins that have passed through well-known collections or have been certified by major grading services like PCGS or NGC tend to command higher prices, and some 1994 P quarters with certified mint state 70 grades or exceptional IPL have been auctioned for amounts that seem almost unbelievable, approaching the $22 million mark in rare speculative projections. The historical context also plays a role. The 1990s saw a resurgence of interest in coin collecting, driven by both nostalgia and a growing awareness of numismatic investment potential, and the 1994 P quarter, with its combination of errors, scarcity, and collectible allure, became a symbol of that trend. When examining the coin under magnification, collectors often notice minute variations in the lettering, the rim, and the relief, which, though seemingly minor, can multiply the coin's market value exponentially. These subtle differences are what separate a multi-million-dollar specimen from a common circulation quarter. Additionally, the market dynamics of coin collecting contribute heavily to the valuation. High-profile auctions, online marketplaces, and collector conventions provide venues for these coins to reach record-breaking prices, while speculation about potential undiscovered specimens keeps demand high and supply effectively limited. The story of the 1994 P quarter also includes notable anecdotes, such as accidental discoveries in rolls of circulated quarters by everyday individuals who then realized they had stumbled upon something far more valuable than face value, fueling excitement and viral attention in numismatic circles and on social media platforms where images and discussions of rare coins spread quickly. Experts often point to specific error types, such as double die obverse, repunched P mint marks, and die cracks extending across the obverse and reverse as the critical elements that drive collector frenzy, and each of these anomalies requires careful verification to authenticate, with certification becoming a key step in confirming a coin's provenance and market value. Moreover, some 1994 P quarters have been linked to trial strikes or experimental planchet batches at the Philadelphia Mint, adding another layer of historical significance and rarity to particular examples, while collectors also analyze luster, strike quality, and toning, which can dramatically influence desirability and valuation. Economic factors cannot be ignored either. As the market for rare coins fluctuates, a quarter that was once valued in the tens of thousands can see its value skyrocket when a prominent collector or investor enters the market, and the 1994 P quarter has experienced such surges due to its mystique and rarity. The storytelling aspect of coins is another reason collectors are drawn to this particular piece. The combination of historical context, minting errors, and modern demand creates a narrative that is compelling, making each coin a piece of living history that bridges the gap between everyday currency and high-stakes collectibles. Contemporary auctions have featured the coin prominently, with detailed provenance, professional photography, and expert commentary underscoring why a single quarter from 1994 can command a price tag in the multi-million-dollar range, and each sale generates new interest and further cements the coin's legendary status. Collector communities and online forums have devoted countless threads to identifying potential misstrikes and anomalies in 1994 quarters, with enthusiasts sharing high-resolution images, diagnostic guides, and tips for spotting minute variations that can turn a standard coin into a rare treasure, reflecting the collaborative and investigative nature of numismatics. The coin's value is further bolstered by the grading system. Coins assessed at higher mint state levels or awarded special designations such as gem uncirculated often fetch prices exponentially higher than ungraded examples, and the 1994 quarter has benefited from a small number of such high-grade submissions, each acting as a benchmark for potential future valuations. Another fascinating aspect is the psychology of rarity. Investors and collectors alike perceive scarcity as a direct driver of value, and when only a handful of 1994 quarters with certain errors are known to exist, it triggers bidding wars, media coverage, and viral attention that further amplify the coin's perceived and actual market worth. Historical minting records, although not fully transparent, provide hints at why some coins emerged with errors, including die wear, manual die adjustments, and occasional human error in the striking process, all of which contribute to the unpredictability and excitement that make the 1994 quarter such a coveted piece. Beyond purely monetary value, the coin represents a cultural phenomenon. It embodies the thrill of discovery, the allure of rarity, and the intersection of meticulous craftsmanship with human imperfection, reminding us that even something as ordinary as a quarter can transcend its everyday use and enter the realm of extraordinary collectibles. Discussions around this coin often delve into potential investment strategies, exploring how early acquisition, proper storage, certification, and market timing can lead to significant appreciation, and the 1994 quarter serves as a prime example of how numismatic assets can become major financial and historical treasures. The educational aspect is also important. Enthusiasts learn about minting processes, error identification, grading standards, and market dynamics all through the lens of a single coin, illustrating the depth and richness of the coin collecting hobby and why certain issues, like the 1994 quarter, achieve legendary status among collectors. Digital platforms have amplified awareness, allowing rare coin collectors to reach a global audience, verify information, and connect with experts, and the story of the 1994 quarter is now part of the wider narrative of collectible coins that are more than currency. They are artifacts of history, artistry, and rarity combined. In conclusion, the 1994 USA $quarter coin stands as a testament to the unpredictable intersections of human error, minting history, collector passion, and market forces, creating a piece that commands attention, awe, and extraordinary financial value. And if you've enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories and insights into the world of rare coins, because the story of the 1994 quarter is not just about currency, it's about history, rarity, and the thrill of uncovering a treasure, and its face value of $22 million demonstrates the powerful allure and endless fascination that numismatics continues to hold for collectors around the world. Next. Today we have an absolutely fascinating story to share with you about one of the most remarkable and highly sought-after coins in American numismatic history, the 1983 quarter, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike due to its astonishing rarity and the incredible value it can fetch on the market. Estimated to be worth up to $18 million under the right circumstances, and in this video, we will dive deep into the reasons behind this coin's extraordinary valuation, exploring the unique errors, mistakes, and production anomalies that have made it one of the most talked about quarters among collectors, and we'll also discuss the historical context of the coin, how it came to be minted at the Denver Mint, and why certain 1983 quarters have become virtually legendary in numismatic circles. Starting with the basics, the 1983 quarter was part of the regular circulation coins issued in the early 1980s, a period in which the United States Mint produced millions of quarters for everyday use. Yet, despite the seemingly routine production, a handful of coins emerged from the minting process with errors that would make them extraordinarily valuable decades later. The errors on the 1983 quarter vary in nature, but one of the most significant types involves die errors, where the dies used to strike the coins had imperfections, cracks, or were misaligned, and these anomalies caused distinct features on the coin's surface, sometimes resulting in doubling of the date, doubling of the lettering, or raised lines and marks that are not present on standard quarters. These die errors are particularly prized because they are permanent, consistent, and verifiable, allowing collectors to authenticate the coin's uniqueness. Another category of mistakes that adds to the coin's value is the off-center strike, a phenomenon in which the coin blank, or planchet, is not properly aligned with the coin press, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. In some rare cases, the off-center strike is extreme enough to make the coin visually striking, and these coins are highly coveted due to their rarity and the fact that each off-center strike coin is effectively one of a kind. Additionally, there are instances of planchet errors, where the metal used for the quarter was flawed, either by being the wrong composition, improperly prepared, or contaminated with foreign material. These planchet errors can lead to unusual coloring, textures, or even shapes in the finished coin, and coins with such anomalies are considered error coins in the numismatic world and often command very high prices at auction. The 1983 D quarter also has known cases of die cracks that are highly valued. These occur when the metal of the die fractures slightly during the minting process, creating raised lines on the coin where the metal flowed into the crack. Die cracks can vary in size and prominence, and larger, more noticeable cracks tend to be more desirable among collectors. Some quarters even exhibit multiple die cracks intersecting, adding to their visual appeal and rarity. One of the most fascinating errors associated with this coin is the so-called double die effect, where certain elements of the design appear to be doubled due to misalignment during the hubbing process of the dies. In 1983 D quarters, doubling can sometimes be observed on the date, the mint mark, or lettering around the rim, and coins with clear, well-defined doubling are particularly prized. Experts have determined that these errors occurred during a specific period of die production at the Denver Mint, making them not only rare but also historically significant as artifacts of minting practices of that era. Further adding to the coin's value is its provenance, or the history of its ownership. Many of the most valuable 1983 D quarters have documented histories, often having been discovered by amateur collectors in circulation or obtained from estate sales. These stories increase the allure and desirability of the coin, and when such coins are presented for sale, auction houses can command extraordinary prices, sometimes reaching the estimated $18 million figure for coins in pristine condition with verified errors. The grading of the coin also plays a critical role in determining its market value. Professional grading organizations like PCGS and NGC assess the coin's condition, rarity, and authenticity, and a coin that receives a top-tier grade, such as MS 70 or PR 70 for proof-like specimens, can exponentially increase its value. Even minor imperfections or wear can significantly reduce the price, which is why collectors go to great lengths to handle and preserve these coins under optimal conditions. Another factor that contributes to the immense value of the 1983 D quarter is the overall scarcity of high-grade error coins from that year. While millions of standard quarters were minted in 1983 at Denver, only a tiny fraction exhibit the types of errors that make them collectible. This scarcity, combined with the high demand from collectors, investors, and numismatic enthusiasts around the world, drives prices to staggering heights. The coin's cultural and historical significance cannot be understated either, as it represents not only a period of American monetary history but also the meticulous craft and occasional imperfections inherent in coin production. Enthusiasts and collectors often debate the reasons why certain errors occurred, ranging from mechanical failures in the coining presses to human oversight. Each explanation adds depth and intrigue to the story of this remarkable coin. In addition to individual errors, there are instances where 1983 D quarters have multiple types of mistakes on the same coin, such as a die crack combined with an off-center strike, creating an even rarer specimen that is extremely sought after. These coins are sometimes referred to as mega errors, and they often fetch top prices at numismatic auctions. The excitement surrounding the 1983 D quarter has also fueled a secondary market where collectors actively search for misstruck coins in circulation, coin shops, and online marketplaces. The thrill of potentially discovering a coin that could be worth millions drives both hobbyists and professional collectors to scrutinize coins with magnifying lenses and precision tools, making the hunt for rare quarters an engaging and sometimes life-changing pursuit. Beyond the physical coin itself, educational resources, books, and expert guides have emerged detailing the identification of valuable errors, techniques for verifying authenticity, and tips for grading coins accurately. These resources empower collectors to make informed decisions, and they enhance the overall appreciation and understanding of why certain 1983 D quarters are valued at such extraordinary amounts. The story of the 1983 D quarter is also intertwined with Anecdotal tales of collectors who stumbled upon incredibly valuable specimens in change or through inheritance. Some have transformed modest finds into life-altering windfalls, illustrating the unpredictable and thrilling nature of numismatics. The coin's eye appeal, or how visually attractive it is, also plays a significant role in its marketability. Coins with sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and minimal contact marks tend to attract higher bids, and when combined with a verified error, the aesthetic qualities further amplify its desirability. Collectors often seek coins that tell a story, and the 1983 D-quarter, with its combination of historical context, minting errors, and rarity, provides a narrative that is both educational and captivating. The Denver Mint's production techniques in 1983, including the preparation of dies, the striking pressure, and quality control measures, inadvertently created the conditions for these valuable errors, and numismatists study these technical aspects to better understand why certain coins escape the usual inspection processes. Interestingly, the value of such coins is not purely theoretical. Auctions over the years have demonstrated that 1983 D-quarters with verified errors can sell for amounts far exceeding typical circulation coins, with collectors willing to pay premiums for coins that exhibit unique characteristics, historical significance, and documented provenance. Furthermore, the 1983 D-quarter serves as a case study in the broader context of collectible coins, illustrating how rarity, errors, condition, and demand intersect to produce coins that can reach millions of dollars in value. It highlights the importance of vigilance and expertise in identifying, grading, and preserving coins, and it underscores why coin collecting remains a dynamic and exciting field with both financial and educational rewards. In summary, the 1983 D-quarter is more than just a piece of metal. It is a symbol of numismatic curiosity, a testament to the minting process, and a potentially life-changing collectible due to its combination of die errors, off-center strikes, planchet anomalies, die cracks, double die effects, scarcity, provenance, grading, eye appeal, and historical significance. And for collectors, both seasoned and new, understanding these factors is crucial to appreciating why this coin can command such incredible values. Whether you are exploring the market for investment, the thrill of discovery, or the study of minting history, the 1983 D-quarter exemplifies the intersection of chance, craftsmanship, and collector passion, capturing the imagination of all who encounter it. Last, today we are focusing on the 1990 D-quarter dollar coin, a coin that has captured the imagination of numismatists and investors alike because of its unique errors and rare characteristics that have propelled its market value to a staggering $6 million under certain circumstances. And as we embark on this journey together, we will explore every nuance, anomaly, and potential scenario that makes this coin such a treasure for collectors. So imagine holding a small, unassuming piece of copper nickel alloy that, to the untrained eye, may seem like any other quarter minted in 1990, yet to those who understand the subtleties of minting errors, it is a window into the unpredictable nature of coin production at the Denver Mint, where the D mint mark signifies its origin, a facility renowned for both its efficiency and, occasionally, its errors. And the 1990 D-quarter is particularly fascinating because it exhibits several types of mistakes that collectors value highly, starting with die cracks, which occur when the metal dies used to strike coins develop fissures from repeated use, and these cracks can leave raised lines or even unexpected shapes on the coin's surface, making each specimen a one-of-a-kind artifact that cannot be exactly replicated. And when you consider that some 1990 D-quarters were struck with particularly severe die cracks, collectors recognize the rarity and uniqueness, driving up the coin's market value considerably. In addition to die cracks, there is the phenomenon of off-center strikes, which occurs when the planchet, or blank coin, is not perfectly aligned with the die during the striking process, resulting in coins that display a portion of the design shifted from its intended position, sometimes dramatically so. And the 1990 D-quarter has been found with off-center strikes that expose significant portions of the reverse or obverse designs missing, giving these coins an eye-catching and highly desirable appearance for collectors seeking unusual and imperfect yet historically significant specimens. Beyond physical misalignments, another highly valued error is double striking or double die errors, which are particularly captivating because they represent the process gone awry, where the coin receives multiple impressions from a misaligned die, creating a ghosted or doubled image on the surface of the coin. And in the 1990 D-quarter, certain doubled die varieties have been documented, with the doubling appearing prominently on lettering, numerals, or the iconic eagle on the reverse, and each of these doubled die coins is a testament to the imperfections inherent in mass coin production, which paradoxically transform an everyday object into a collectible worth millions. And we must also consider the role of planchet errors, which include clipped planchets, lamination flaws, or even wrong metal compositions. And though less commonly seen in the 1990 D-quarter, any occurrence of a planchet flaw dramatically enhances a coin's desirability because it is both rare and indicative of the complex, human influence process of coin minting. Furthermore, environmental factors over the decades can further influence the value of these coins, as some coins that were improperly stored or exposed to certain elements may develop toning, color shifts, or patinas that are not only visually stunning but also make the coin historically significant, as collectors often seek pieces that tell a story of time and handling. While it may seem counterintuitive, some damage or imperfection can enhance a coin's value if it highlights a rare feature or error that would otherwise be invisible in a perfectly preserved specimen. And in addition to the physical errors, the provenance of a coin also plays a crucial role in determining its value, with documented ownership, exhibition history, or certification by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC greatly influencing the price a collector is willing to pay. And the 1990 D-quarter, when authenticated and graded at high levels for both rarity and condition, commands prices in the multi-million-dollar range, illustrating the economic principle that scarcity combined with desirability creates extraordinary market value. Diving deeper into the collector psychology, it becomes clear that the allure of the 1990 D-quarter is not just about its metal content or face value, which is nominally 25 cents, but rather about owning a tangible piece of history that embodies a unique intersection of human error, industrial process, and chance. And as collectors and investors have long understood, coins like the 1990 D-quarter represent both a financial opportunity and a cultural artifact, a tangible link to the minting practices of the late 20th century and to the broader narrative of American currency and economy. Now, consider the potential scenarios that increase this coin's value exponentially, such as coins with extreme off-center strikes combined with die cracks and doubling, an exceptionally rare combination that would not only intrigue numismatists but also make the coin a centerpiece in any high-profile collection. And such coins have historically surfaced in auctions where competitive bidding pushes prices far beyond typical market expectations, further contributing to the mystique and desirability of the 1990 D-quarter. Collectors also pay attention to minute details like the sharpness of the strike, the presence or absence of die polish lines, or anomalies in the mint mark itself, where even the tiniest irregularity can signify a rare variation, and these micro-errors can turn a coin that might otherwise be valued at a few $100s into a sought-after specimen worth millions. And the 1990 D-quarter also exists within the broader context of error coins from the late 20th century, a period marked by both technological advancements in minting and occasional lapses that produced collectible mistakes. Understanding this context enhances appreciation for the coin's rarity, as each error represents a deviation from otherwise highly standardized processes, and collectors often study minting records, die numbers, and production logs to identify coins that meet these exceptional criteria, creating an intricate interplay between research, luck, and market dynamics that determines a coin's ultimate value. Beyond the physical and historical aspects, the 1990 D-quarter's valuation is also affected by market demand, which can fluctuate based on trends, media coverage, or discoveries of previously unknown error varieties. And when a previously undocumented or exceptionally rare error surfaces, it can create a surge in bidding activity and price appreciation, exemplifying the dynamic nature of numismatic investment. And the coin's appeal is further enhanced by its potential for storytelling, as collectors and dealers alike relish sharing the origins of a particular error, the circumstances that led to it, and the journey of the coin through private collections, auctions, and exhibitions, transforming each 1990 D-quarter into not just a monetary asset but also a narrative artifact that engages enthusiasts on multiple levels. Furthermore, educational resources, online forums, and specialized publications contribute to spreading awareness of the coin's errors, mistakes, and potential value, helping both novice and seasoned collectors understand the significance of factors like die wear, striking pressure, or mint mark placement. And these insights increase the coin's desirability by reinforcing its rarity and the skill required to identify and authenticate it. Additionally, technological advancements such as high-resolution imaging, digital microscopy, and 3D scanning allow collectors to scrutinize the 1990 D-quarter's features with unprecedented detail, revealing subtleties in doubling, cracking, or planchet anomalies that were previously difficult to detect. and this level of analysis ensures that the market can accurately recognize the most valuable specimens, further solidifying the coin's status as a million-dollar collectible. It is also important to note the role of certification and grading, where a professional grading service assesses a coin's condition, authenticity, and error type, assigning a numerical grade that directly correlates with market value. For the 1990 D quarter, a high-grade coin with documented errors can command prices exponentially higher than an ungraded or average example, highlighting the interplay between objective evaluation and collector perception. In addition to the physical and market factors, the rarity of the 1990 D quarter is intrinsically tied to its production history, where the Denver Mint in 1990 produced millions of quarters, but only a minuscule fraction exhibit the errors that make them extraordinarily valuable, and this statistical rarity amplifies both the economic and psychological appeal of the coin. As collectors recognize that the chance of acquiring such a specimen is exceptionally low, thereby intensifying competition and willingness to pay premium prices. Furthermore, the coin's story intersects with broader cultural and historical trends, including the economic conditions of the United States in 1990, the technological state of minting operations, and even the evolving tastes of collectors who increasingly appreciate error coins as distinct from standard circulation issues.